Yesterday was another exhausting physically and mentally day for me. Ayo, it is week 19 of the weekly video logs. Today is Monday night. I just got off of work a little bit ago. I'm incredibly tired, so I'm not going to do much. But yesterday I did pick up some stuff, so let me show you. We got a little tote here. Oh, gotta kneel down. I'm sore from the day. So yesterday I went to Game & Gen and picked up Metroid Prime 4. Looking forward to this game. So is Nugget. We also got this Modern Warfare 2 night vision goggles. This thing is awesome. Definitely gonna just keep this for myself. Modern Warfare 2 is a special game to me. And we picked up God of War and a Sega Genesis complete in box in really nice condition. And then below that we got an Xbox One and a bunch of Garbo games. Only paid $10 for this Xbox One. And you can call me crazy, but when he said you can have this for $10, I did not want it. But it would have been stupid, so I gave him 20. It's not tested. Hopefully it works, but either way. Oh yeah, it also did not come with a controller, but I definitely have a controller to pair with it. But like I said, I am incredibly tired, so I will not be doing anything today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Hey there, it is Tuesday today. Just got off work. I had one hell of a day at work. The snow ruined my night. Just gonna say that. It really killed me mentally and physically. But I came home and I got this in the mail. Matt Hoffman Pro BMX. Like advertisement. How awesome is this? I paid $27 shipped to get this. It's about 3 feet by 1 foot, and I absolutely love it. Definitely something that is going to go up in the game store when I open it up. I just have to probably have to get a custom made frame for it, but definitely worth it, I'd say. So again, another night where I'm just way too tired to want to do anything, so I will be back at it tomorrow. Ayo, it is Thursday morning. I have the day off. Yesterday was another exhausting physically and mentally day for me, so I did not come home and work on the stuff. But today is the day. I'm going to knock out all the stuff from the last few days, so let me show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get right into taking care of the games first. Some of them need to be resurfaced, and the 64 and Switch games need to be tested. But these games are not covered in stickers or grime or broken cases, so it's going to take me no time at all to deal with these. I just love seeing this artwork. It is such a 2000s vibe, isn't it? Very cool. And a great game to boot. The PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 4 are going to get put into the back burner. I don't have an extra controller for the PlayStation 4, and I have 2 PlayStation 2s deep clean ready for sale, so I'm not in a big rush for it. And then deep clean and test the Genesis, get a new screen protector on the Game Boy, and then test that Xbox One. And on that note of the PlayStation 4 without a controller, sometimes I will sell like colored controllers or special edition controllers because I'd rather sell them than pair them with a console. But in light of me not having a PlayStation 4 controller, I had a white one and a red one recently, and I sold both of them. I don't know why, but I'm going to stop that. So like these Xbox One controllers and the PlayStation 3 controllers, or any controller I really don't have a lot of, I'm not just going to sell them individually. I'd rather be able to pair any kind of controller with a console than not have one at all, if that makes sense. Well, things like the NES, these colored 64s, I got a few 64 controllers, as you can see, and NES. So those I will still sell, but like I gotta hold on to some stuff because not often, but sometimes I'll get consoles that don't have controllers, and I don't have a controller to pair it with, so I have to kind of just sit on it, which kind of sucks. But all right, let's knock all this stuff out today. I got all the games done. This is the stuff that I had gotten at GeekCon for trade. I gave them $40 for it all, and it's about 63. I want to say 63, just doing quick math. So a little over 60%, I'd say. Pretty good. And the way I price things, I'll always price N64 at market or really close to market, like unless there's label damage and stuff like that, obviously. But these kind of games, always at least a couple bucks under market. Loose discs, always a lot of bucks under market. 2K is probably like $8 loose, which is crazy. There's no way I would ever sell that game for $8, let alone $5. So I figured $2 was a reasonable price for it. And then Call of Duty, I think it's between, it goes $8 to $10 loose on like eBay or on price charting. But there's no way I'd sell a loose copy of World at War for $10, at least locally. So loose discs, I always price incredibly low compared to price charting and eBay sold. But it is time for me to move on to this Game Boy. So it's got a little bit of glue right here. I'm going to have to get that off because when I put a new screen on, I want it to be as flat as possible. And this kind of dry, caked on glue will not let that happen. So let's take this thing apart. All right, so I opened up this Game Boy, and while I was doing, like a closer inspection on everything, it is missing a screw, and it has 3 different kinds of screws, including a thick Phillips screw in there. So I don't know, whoever put this back together lost the screws and had to kind of rig it up, but not something I really want to sell. On top of, it's got some ink bleeding right there. But I do have this really clean Nintendo Game Boy, but it does not have any sound. The speaker does not work, so I'm going to attempt a repair I've never done before. So this one has a working speaker. I'm going to desolder it and try to solder it onto this one. So wish me luck. I don't do a lot of solder, and I can do batteries and games pretty easily, but something like this, I'm assuming it's relatively similar, but we'll just have to see if I can do it. All right, I got it all set up. Here's my little solder gun. Nothing too fancy. I think I got this off Amazon for $40. I didn't need anything that could do like heavy duty work, and I think this is gonna be able to handle it just fine. I'm gonna put a little flux on the contact points right there and then hit it with the gun and try to pull it out. I got my tabletop fan right there, so I'm not freebasing solder smoke right in my lungs. That is really bad. So let's go ahead and hopefully do this. Getting the speaker out was as easy as I assumed it was going to be. So let's go ahead and put that speaker into this console, and hopefully it works. I don't know what I'm doing necessarily, just assuming this is going to work. Fingers crossed, I guess. All right, moment of truth. Like I said before, I've never done that before. I haven't done anything besides replacing a battery, but it felt similar. Hopefully that was the fix. Let's go ahead and see. Nothing. What the hell? All right, so apparently I don't know how to fix the speaker, but that's okay. It's possible there's something else wrong with the motherboard in there, and it's not just the speaker. So let's see if anybody can repair that for me, who knows what they're doing. If not, it is what it is. It's just a loss. That happens a lot. So let's go ahead and clean up all of the soldering stuff and get back to it. Well, I was about to get started on this Genesis, but somebody messaged me on my Facebook page asking if I wanted to buy some stuff. We're also going to do a trade. I got South Park: The Stick of Truth. It's complete. I even threw a sticker in there. I feel like he might want the sticker. But we're going to do a trade for that, and I'm going to get a couple smaller store displays, and he's also got some stuff he's looking to sell. I'm not sure what it is, but if I pick anything up, I will definitely show you when I get back. I'm back. So I paid 60% cash for all of this stuff. So games like this that you're seeing, I will definitely have no issues paying up a little for. Another reason is I've done deals with the guy before, and I appreciate it. We always work out a pretty fair deal for both of us. And all of these cases and all the discs are in great condition. I don't have to replace any cases. I don't have to remove any garbage Pawn America or GameStop stickers. Very little work. All I have to do is find a buyer for this stuff, pretty much. They're all good to go. So easy 60% cash, no problem. And then here are the little store displays I got. This Donkey Kong Bonanza one's really cool. Haven't played it yet. I hope to play it one day. Super Mario Party Jamboree. And Borderlands 4. I love it. I love anything Borderlands. And when I say anything Borderlands, I mean it. I mean it, and that includes the movie. I know you're probably watching this and you're like, oh god, the movie sucks. I know general consensus is the movie is terrible. I thought it was fun. I enjoyed it. It was more Borderlands. And maybe I'm a little biased because that's one of my favorite franchises. So you can argue with me. I don't care. The movie was fun and awesome. And we got this Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope store display poster. Very cool. Haven't really played these games. Maybe a couple hours total. Oh, excuse me. But I like the artwork, and it'll look great hanging up in a store. And it's going to be super easy to display because it's got these little hooks, or not hooks, but like holes where you could put some thumbtacks and just slap it up on the wall without having to like poke a thumbtack through the corner and damaging it a little bit, you know. All right, well, it is time to take care of the Genesis. All right, I got the Genesis all hooked up, and it is working great. The controller, unfortunately, does not work. However, I got a backup controller, so that is awesome. I'm going to wait to clean this in the morning because I am going to go have a good night. And hopefully you guys have a good night too. Good morning. Today is Friday. I have another day off. Feels great, so I'm going to take some time to deep clean the Sega Genesis. Also got to wipe the cartridge down pretty good. The controller is also pretty filthy. Then I wipe down the cords too. And as you can see, the Genesis itself is pretty bad, especially up in here. That stuff is really annoying to try to get out, but I'm gonna do my damnedest. So let's go ahead and open this console up. And here it is. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. You can see some dust in here. Maybe when I take the heat shield off, it'll expose a little more. So let's go ahead and do that. Well, it's not too bad. I'm assuming the console has spent most of its life inside of that box, so I expected it to be way worse. I expected maybe some bugs or something, but yeah, it's really not that bad. So let's go ahead and blow this thing out. And she is all cleaned and shiny and pretty. Major transformation here. I got all that out the best I could. I could probably get a little more if I take a toothpick to it, but this stuff is incredibly difficult to get out. But either way, I am happy and satisfied. Let's put it back in its box, and then I'm going to have to test this Xbox One next. Unfortunately, the Xbox One is defective. It has a pretty major issue, maybe two. One, it's not showing any video, and two, you touch that button, it sometimes makes the little beeping sound that it's supposed to make, and that time it didn't. But biggest problem of all is after about a minute and a half, it shuts itself off. So let's just go ahead and fast forward through this. And as you can see, it just shut itself off. I did try another power brick just in case the one I got with it was faulty, but I used my personal one and I know it works for sure. So it's definitely the console itself. Yeah, it's got an issue that I'm not going to be able to fix, and it'll probably cost too much money to actually fix it. So this is another console for the defective bin. Not a huge loss. Should have stuck with my gut feeling of just passing on it, even though it was $10. But I mean, $10 goes a long way for me. That's about 4 gallons of gas, you know. But can't dwell on it too much. It was, like I said again, it was only $10. So I got one last thing I want to do today is deep clean this PlayStation 1. I sold one the other week, and now I need another one that is good to go. I got it all deep cleaned, had a controller that was already deep cleaned and tested, so this didn't take me very long at all. PlayStation 1s are really easy to open. It's just the screws and the top pops right off. Real easy. All right, so that is the last thing I'm doing today. Just got to make a post to Facebook so I can make some space on the table. I don't have much to do for the weekend, so we'll see if I can find anything to do. Ayo, it is Sunday tonight, and I didn't do anything over the weekend because I had nothing to do, which was the first time in a while I haven't had anything to do. But I did get a new Stray Bitto tool case, and I also got this phone clamp thing so that I can get better angles on certain things when I'm filming. So this will come in handy. Hopefully it comes in handy. But yeah, that's going to be the last clip of the video. And as always, if you made it this far, thank you so much. I appreciate your time. It means a lot to me. And I guess I'll just be back at this next week. Peace.